Keshe Space Travel in Field Plasma 1, presented by Tim Lee, June 2017. I wish to share with the knowledge seekers that I made a personal spaceship as per photographs. I achieved space travel at the field plasma level. My personal spaceship stayed in my study room. My body was in bed. Images came to me in closed eyes condition. Seconds before I opened my eyes to wake up. These images appeared for 4 seconds to 30 seconds. 2017, January 6, Friday. This morning, I saw the sun, the moon, and the earth in space. It was like I arrived at the arrow position. The yellow celestial body on the left was the sun, because it flashed 2 beams of light, 1 beam at a time. The moon was eclipsed and casted a shadow on the earth. As I write this presentation, I ask myself why the moon is not a sphere. I got a psychic answer later in this presentation. The earth had a typical channel of energy. The Chinese would call it qi or qi into the earth. 2017, January 7th, Saturday. This morning I saw a U-shaped channel, like a descending escalator, that my eyesight was trying to reach for the building, and it took forever time, could not reach the entrance. The U-channel appeared to be a slope like so on the right. There was not enough background to tell where this place was. In the Chinese legend, I could associate this as the Moon Palace. 2017, January 8th, Sunday, the next day. This morning I saw the building again. There appeared to have silky white threads swung out from the lower left corner as along the red arrows. The threads overlay across the U-channel trench, making a flatter surface. Interestingly, the thread even swung over the hump. 2017, January 13, Friday. This morning I saw a flyby view of Jupiter. It was gray color with its characteristic stripes in slant position, and the giant red spot also appeared in gray color. 2017, January 15, Sunday. This morning I saw an angel dressed in glowing green. She had wings on her back. The wings was actually like a wide backpack. When looked through the side, the vertical wires shaped like wings, fanning side by side. There were writings in Chinese. The direct translation was Venus Signs. The angel was looking at 2 pyramids. Rock texture was layered as in the photograph example. One pyramid showed a green cast of field. I could call it plasma field or qi. Another pyramid showed the field cast like an umbrella on the top. 2017, January 15, Sunday, the same day. Next image I saw was 2 mountains connected by an ocean, and then another pyramid casted with golden yellow field, plasma or chi field. On the foot side of the pyramid, it had a patch of yellow field. Possibly it was the entrance of the pyramid. Then a humanoid head appeared. He had gray-white face and silver-white hair. This may be the man of Venus. My personal spaceship stayed in my study room. My body was in bed. Images came to me in closed eyes condition. Seconds before I opened my eyes to wake up. These images appeared for 4 seconds to 30 seconds. 2017, January 20th, Friday. This morning I saw a space capsule. It appeared to be made of zinc-plated iron sheet. On the capsule there was a flag, appeared to be as depicted in the video Apollo 20, and US-Soviet joint venture logo. At the end of this image display, a gray ET appeared riding a scooter. This image may be triggered by curiosity. I watched a UFO video last night. This image could interpret as meaning to tell me the UFO space capsule seen was an ET scooter for scooting around near Earth orbit. 2017, January 30th, Monday. This morning I saw in close eye condition a flat horizon, white color on the ground. There were two grayish color, conical shaped mountains in the foreground. Up on the black sky, there was an eclipse of planet Earth. Interestingly, the eclipse was downside up, converse of the moon eclipse. This image was space travel, visit to the moon. 2017, February 5th, Sunday. This morning I saw a white snow mountain with pink dot on top and pink streaks. On the lower left there was another sparkling pink dot light, and my eyesight got attracted to it. Soon my view shifted to the left, as the red arrow was moving to the left to the side view. Then I saw how this mountain was displayed. This sparkling pink dot was the right-hand tip of a soul. These mountain edges were the arms of the soul. This image indicated how a soul can display a snow mountain for me to see. There was a bracket. I realized it was for securing torch lighting the house. As the image receded from that red dot I drew, I saw a window, then it was a window on a door, then a stone door trim, then stone bricks. Next to the door trim, it was the part of a stone castle. After that, it was a patch of a galaxy space, then a patch of purple haze with stars, then back to atmospheric normal no image. It meant to say, talk about it, record it. This is valuable collection. This image was scenery from the moon, where three young Martians stood. On the right, the wall was carved into a stool, where an adult was sitting. There was a hole that opened to underground. their living home. The balcony was then a semicircular shape. They could come out for relaxation, sightseeing outside. After that, they could walk back to the hall and step back to their living house. On the off-center right, above the hall, the house entrance vertical wall, they carved a lion face. I marked on a magnified view of the bunker house the relative positions of the Martians and the lion face for the viewer to appreciate. My image was from residual signal. It may not match the exact observable geometry as in the photo. This image was Mars. 2017, March 12, Sunday. This morning I saw an object in space, which I could recognize it as the Black Knight satellite, in low Earth orbit. Suddenly it dropped down and a display indicated 200 meters. Then a display appeared, dynamic car. Its meaning was, the Black Knight was a dynamic car. It could change the altitude by 200 meters. 2017, February 13, Monday. This morning I saw a dome far away, covered 3 mountains on a flat land. Then a display in Chinese. Its direct translation was, "Lots of eating cannot fly already." These days I have been working on my presentations. I could have been eating snacks. The advice was eating too much cannot fly. This image was scenery of the moon. It was beautiful. 2017, March 13, Monday. The same day. At 4 p.m. I took a nap. When I woke, I saw a moon machine, which I didn't know its function. Yes, it looked like a lunar module. It was spherical top. It had 2 round cornered square windows on it. The window panes were blue-gray color. It had surface-mounted piping, intertwining each other, that I didn't know how to draw it. The horizontal piping were looping around. Because of the image this morning, previous one slide, it indicated the moon. This is moon machine. 2017, March 15, Wednesday. This afternoon, after a nap in my study room, I saw another version of my spaceship. It was stealthy. A spinning plasma field from my spaceship spun out to my empty chair. This image indicated how I could get the connection between myself and my spaceship. 2017, April 16, Sunday. This morning I saw a black-gray dome with 4 door openings. On the bigger entrance, there was a white car, posting like it was driving out from the dome. Yet it was not moving, frozen in time. There was a display rolling into the entrance, 32 feet per second square in sequence. I thought 32 seconds was the Earth's gravitational acceleration. Yet, when I looked into the internet, YouTube, I could find this dome feature on Mars. A car on Mars? 2017, April 18th, Tuesday. This morning I slept until 10 a.m. I saw a Martian house on a hilltop. The roof was part of a hill. It had 3 semicircular openings as doors. The hillside was chopped into open a row for access. The roof had one bigger hole dented, countersunk to allow sunlight to shine in as lighting for the house. The 2 other smaller openings likewise. There was a Martian standing on the roof, probably sightseeing on the rooftop. 2 other Martians were sitting inside the house. Note: I can understand that the pyramid may be hollow, like a cave would be. It had in physics called black body radiation. The rock surfaces, electrons resonate and interact, retain signal in there, to give a Stargate effect. On the internet, I found Mars has this pyramid feature. This image was Mars. 2017, April 18, Tuesday, the same day. After the above image, I saw another image shown to me as the streets of Mars. My view was at the blue arrow, seeing the leveled ground. Around a corner was a circular flat-top house with a semicircular opening and no door. Other streets branch out into a star shape. Due to its soil color and continuation of information from this previous slide, this image indicated was streets on Mars. As I write this presentation, my previous slide was April 18, about Mars streets. My next slide shall be May 18, 1 month apart later, about Moon Monument. I tend to think that this image is a base on Mars. 2017, May 18th, Thursday. This morning at 6:40 a.m., I awoke, saw this display in Chinese. Its direct translation was, "Sleep well, can then fly. Keep on descending." Its meaning was, I need to sleep well, then my spaceship could fly. It had kept on descending due to my sleep was not deep enough. Wow, my spaceship was intelligent, clever. And golden yellow brilliance. This image was the moon in daytime. Wow, the image indicated I was out on the edge of our solar system. 2017, May 24, Wednesday. In checking back, I recharged the battery for my spaceship. This morning, I saw a big snowball. On it, there was a triangular ice ring. Mountains on both sides of the ring. The mountains had patches of deep blue color that I interpreted as the reflection, the shadow part of the mountains. There were 10 souls on the ring. What could they be doing? They must be skating. Wow, skating on Pluto. I asked myself, how come a skating ring was so big? It covered the whole planet. On the internet, I could verify that there is such a triangular plane on Pluto, the tip of an heart-shaped feature. 2017, May 24, Wednesday, the same day. In continuation of the above image, I saw two big ice balls. Stuck in between was our characteristic blue planet, Earth, with white clouds on it. I asked myself, why did I see Earth in these circumstances like so? Since the previous image was Pluto, I could relay the white snowball on the left was Pluto. As it turned out, the Pluto has a moon called Charon. On the internet, I found a geometric representation of the USA spacecraft New Horizon near their relative positions of Earth, Pluto, and Charon could be seen. When I relayed my spaceship, looked back to Earth and its geometric flipped 90 degrees into this slide, it would be the view. Wow, my spaceship was out on the edge of a solar system that I could see Earth, Pluto, and Charon. 2017, May 25th, Thursday. I took a nap in the afternoon. I saw a soul on my chair. White body rolled sideways. In 1 second, the soul got sucked into the ductless configuration of my spaceship. It was a bit scary when I noted this down. Yet, I am alive to write this presentation. There are 4 levels of the soul. This is the second level. This image indicated how I could get my connection with my spaceship. 2017, May 30th, Tuesday. This morning I saw a display in Chinese. Its direct translation was "can kidney." Its meaning was celestial body can form the kidney shape. Remember, as I was writing this presentation, I asked myself, why did I see the moon in her eclipsed shape? Here comes the psychic answer with image was. A. When the plasma manifesting energy flowed through the body as it formed, caused it to spin evenly and in moderate speed, it would be a sphere celestial body. B. When the energy through the body was strong, caused it to spin high speed as it formed, it would be an oblong-shaped body. C. When the energy flow was high and swirled around the body as it formed, it would be a kidney shape. Note, the conventional explanation for the moon to eclipse is that when the moon is positioned to behind the Earth's shadow blocked part of the sunlight to the moon, created the moon eclipse. I don't know whether the present moon is kidney-shaped, yet this psychic answer, it does explain why there was eclipsed kidney-shaped celestial body. Note, thus far I have not had image of Saturn, as it seemed my images was proceeding to Pluto already. I felt I missed Saturn in my presentation. Then I remembered this image from my notebook as Saturn, unfinished drawing record last year. Okay, these were the images related to space travel from my recording notes in 5 months, from January to May 2017. I wish this presentation to be informative and entertaining. to the knowledge seekers as well as to the general public YouTube viewers. Plasma space travel. In this presentation, I had images that indicated I visited Mars, the Moon, flyby Jupiter, Saturn, Haumea, Pluto, and Charon. For Mars and Moon, it seemed I have more images that were to the ground level landed, and even saw life on Mars. Souls. The Martians were at the soul level because they didn't have clothes on and their fingers and toes not noticeable, either because I had only a few seconds to remember their features or other features that draw my attention. The February 5th image was another example of a soul. It had head, vertebra, no feet, arms like a wing, and no finger. Jupiter and Saturn. We have knowledge from astronomy that these giant gas planets do not have solid ground to land on. This may be why I didn't see landed images, only by fly-by views for Jupiter and Saturn as of today in this presentation. Venus. The information came in the form of storytelling, the science of Venus. It was the same interest we have on Earth, wanting to understand what the pyramids were for. In this presentation, I learned the pyramids distributed that unseen energy, the chi, torsion field, plasma, or the like to the surface of the planet Venus. Saturn. I did not see the planet itself. My image indicated by its characteristic rings there was an UFO on the outer ring feeding energy from the second outer ring on Saturn. Pluto could be an interesting place to visit. How about skating on Pluto? Exotic places. The images indicated my spaceship also took me to exotic places that I did not know where they were. Our Mother Earth, we know, have these temples, castles, cliffs, houses. I could only say it was around Earth. Oftentimes, when an image appeared, I could have an impression from its landscape and soil color to determine whether it was Mars, brown, or Moon, white-gray, Earth, temples, castles, ocean. It is good that on the internet, YouTube, there are so many informations about galaxies, stars, planets that are already named by astronomers. I could verify these images to be able to tell that I flew by Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto. My images then carried information and meaning. From this presentation, I learned that there were 4 levels of the soul. First level, being with clothing, could be ghost. This shall be the first level of the soul. It carried matter state signals, hair, clothes, shoes, flesh to be able to display activity, what the entity was doing. The one with back wings was angel. They are the first level, pleasant looking in this presentation, okay to be seen. Note, I need to define things as I go along so that I have a common language compatible with legends and astrology for my field plasma level space research. Second level, beings without clothing, display only flesh-like tissue. This shall be the second level of the soul. It carries signals of flesh tissue to be able to display activity, what the entity was doing. The Martians that I saw could be the second level. Like the first level as in Ghost Angel, it can be seen at the field plasma level. This second level is also described as astral body. Third level, beings without clothing, display only skull, vertebra, hands like wings. This shall be the third level of the soul. It carries signals of the head, spinal, vertebra, signals to be able to display activity, what the entity was doing. The soul that I saw as in the pink streaked snow mountain shall be the third level. Like the second level as in astral body, a third level soul can be seen at this field plasma level. The fourth level, beings without clothing, display only shadowy outline. This shall be the fourth level of the soul. It carries the residual signal of the entity to be able to display activity, what the entity was doing. The soul that I saw as these humanoids shall be the fourth level. There shall be no residual signal left behind after this. The Chinese culture call this as medium shade. I shall add on to the knowledge when there be more. Spaceship connection. In this presentation, I learned that I could get connection with my spaceship in two ways. A. The field plasma on my spaceship interacted with my body. B. The field plasma on my body interacted with my spaceship. These field plasma interactions were natural, non-targeted. My spaceship could exchange with my body as in A, and my body could exchange with my spaceship as in B. These interactions were unseen in the naked eyes, only saw in its field plasma level. Stargaze. The pyramid may be hollow, like a cave. A cavity would be. It had in physics called black-body radiation. In the darkness, the rock surfaces, electrons resonate and interact, retained a signal in there to give stargaze effect. Stargaze to me was when the signal plasma interaction was strong, the content in the cave displayed. When the signal changed to weak, image receding, is displayed back a normal wall, a cave view. Magnetic entanglement. Plasma is a package of energy, a spectrum of magnetic gravitational field. Electrons' vibration can have memory retention through magnetic entanglement. Torch bracket, white wall, door trim, stone walls are characteristic features of a stone castle on Earth. Through magnetic entanglement, plasma package of electron that circulated around the castle, carried its memory, had traveled through to our atmospheric space, to the star space, then to galaxy space, and returned to Earth. This plasma, the field plasma interaction with my spaceship, could produce this intergalactic image. Reality check. The Chinese culture has teachings that in ancient times, the martial arts masters could see souls, ghosts, exotic places, supernatural phenomena, information, their teachers would advise them to be aware of reality and fantasy attack each other. My images, although came from my spaceship as a scientific tool, I stay alert of not to be so firmly believe in things. The images are truth itself. Only my interpretation must be careful. The reality could be my body was on Earth. The fantasy could be there was gold monument on the moon. These facts could attack, contradict each other. My point is, gold on the moon is fine. Humanity have gold on Earth also. With careful interpretation, it would add on to our knowledge about space, about our universe. Information, meaning. In this presentation, I learned that each image carries its own information in bits and pieces. When I align the images together in groups, things start to see its logical reasoning, information, meaning, and become knowledge. My purpose of space travel is to see what is out there. Seeing is entertainment. I hope you find these images interesting to see. I wish those who are interested in space shall achieve the same and more. Thank you, my mom. Thank you, my wife, Doris. Have a good day. Peace to the world.